The parable of the pencil is a motivational story. Motivational comes from the word motivate, which means to inspire. This story is a parable. What is a parable? A parable is a short moral story, often with animal characters. Here, the main characters are pencils. The narrative begins showing a young man who had an interesting business. He made pencils of all kinds. His pencils were so good that no other man could compete with him in the art of making pencils. His pencils became so popular that the people started calling him the pencil maker. One day, he was packing pencils in neat little boxes. He took them aside with the intention of giving them few lessons before they went out into the world. He asked them to remember these lessons, and then they would become the best pencils ever. 1. He told them to allow themselves to be held in someone's hand so that they could be a good medium of expression. We use our pencil or pen to write, to express our views, so they become the medium of expression. 2. He reminded them that they would be sharpened from time to time, which was quite necessary for their better performance. Every time our pencil goes blunt, we need to sharpen them so that we can write properly. So, for their better performance. 3. He asked them to always remember that they had the capacity to erase their mistakes. So whenever we write with pencil and we make mistakes, we can always erase them, which we can't do with pens. 4. They should know that their core, which lay within them, would be hidden from others' view. That is, the core, which is made of graphite, which helps us to write, that remains within, hidden from view. And the wooden exterior, whatever color it may be, the wooden exterior hardly mattered. 5. They would be used on various surfaces from the smoothest to the roughest, but they would have to continue writing whatever surface they would be used on. They would have to write, which is their duty. Now, if we replace these pencils with ourselves, we may find these 5 lessons to be the guidelines for conducting our lives. God has created us, and we are instruments through whom He performs His miracles. God has created us with a purpose, and He has assigned us our duties. That is, He performs whatever we do, whatever is His will. So He does His work through us. We are His instruments. Like the pencils, we write with the help of pencils or pen. But it is our views that are written with the help of the pencil or pen. That is, pencils or pen become our instruments of expression. Similarly, we are God's instruments. He does His work through us. We can only be better human beings if we believe in Him and let Him be our guide. We must have firm belief in Him so that He might be able to guide us. We might face difficulties in life because life is not a bed of roses. He puts us through several tests in order to judge us. Every time we face these hardships, we emerge as a better person. As the saying goes, calm seas make poor sailors. The people who do not have to strive to get anything, they do not work hard. They never fight. They are too secured. They have the security, so they do not strive. And if they do not strive, they do not get the opportunity to be better people, to be better or to be good at everything, at something, because they get everything they could ever ask for. So calm seas make poor sailors. Hardships make us resilient. Our struggles make us stronger, and our experiences make us wiser. The road to good is the roughest and steepest in the universe. It is a wonder that so many succeed. No wonder that so many fall. Character has to be established through 1,000 stumbles. I've quoted this from Swami Vivekananda. We must always be thankful to God that He has given us the capability to reason, that we can differentiate between the good and the bad. Even if we make mistakes, we always have the chance to rectify and make amends. That is a blessing. We can correct ourselves. He has given us the chance. He has given us the capability. And that is a blessing. He does not throw us away if we make a mistake. He gives us a chance to rectify ourselves, and He forgives us. Most importantly, what matters is our qualities as a human being, our behavior and our conduct towards others show what we really are. A decked up exterior is no compensation for our ill manners. However good we look, however prim and proper we keep ourselves, or what good clothes we wear, that does not matter if our behavior, if our manners are not proper. We must develop ourselves as better individuals, because it is our conduct, our good behavior that speaks for us, not our painted exteriors. As individuals, we must do good. We must not live selfishly. God has created us with a purpose. We must do our duties and try to help everyone we can. Great people like Swami Vivekananda have worked for the betterment of mankind. He was deeply moved when he saw the stagnant life of the Indian masses, crushed down by ignorance and poverty. Crushed down by ignorance and poverty. Their state of affairs disturbed him a lot, and he decided to work towards their upliftment. He became a beacon of hope for the destitutes. Like him, we too can work within our short compass. If every individual decides to fulfill their role as responsible human beings, then the world would be a better place. During this lockdown, many people are struggling to survive. Many people are struggling to survive. Daily wage earners are the ones who are largely affected by it. Even in these circumstances, there are people who are generously donating food to people who are in need. Many people who hold responsible position have to step out of doors to do their duties. Doctors are risking their lives to save people. They are God's instruments, and their selflessness touches our lives and leaves an everlasting impression. Now, do you feel for others? If you do, you are growing in oneness. If you do not feel for others, you may be the most intellectual giant ever born, but you will be nothing. You are but dry intellect, and you will remain so. And if you feel, if you start feeling for others, even if you cannot read any book, or you do not know any other language, you are in the right way. You are in the Lord's way. The Lord is yours. It is through the heart that the Lord sees us, not through our intellect.